Okay, this is pretty much another personal update regarding the fallout of what's happened after the attack. Obviously, it's been a while, so uh, I don't know. It was like 3-4 days. Yeah. I pretty much have a night job now. I kind of switched over to the night shift, so doing stuff in the day shift, whatever. Probably end up going to sleep after I'm done this set of videos. A lot of what's happened is pretty much what I expected. So, yeah. The difference between humanity and a lot of different other beings is some beings just assume your intent rather than ask what your real intent was. So that's what I got. I got a lot of people coming near me, assuming what I was doing, and then attacking me. I know. That's kind of what I expected. Like, there's always going to be someone that doesn't get what is going on. They get scared, or they don't, or they get anxious about something that they think that is not supposed to be around, and they just try to remove you for it. For me, how do I deal with them? Well, I pretty much have something that will keep them out, but the ones that actually did get in, they got a little bit of a shock. So they don't really know what was going on with, or what is actually here. They can't teleport directly to me. Let's just put it that way. Well, for humans, the penalty actually trying to get near me with a ill intent is to get sent somewhere else, a random place based on their intent, and show them what would happen if an archangel or someone else could actually understand what was going on. Well, arrest them or do something that'll basically just give them some sort of a alternate penalty, or I don't know. I couldn't say blackmail because that's such a dirty word to me. I guess you could say kind of set the boundaries a little bit, just to let them understand that I've done this for one reason alone, and I'd rather not have to do something that I will regret later. So yeah, a few other beings have come around too, and well, they did sense the barrier, so they're sitting out there waiting for an explanation, and I usually go up to them and like, okay, why are you here? Like, they go blah blah blah, like, what's your intent? Blah blah blah. Like, I give them an answer of, okay, I was just trying to take these set of shells out of the question, and then I couldn't do it targeted, so I'm like, oh yeah, gung-ho. So they're like, yeah, you're really stupid for doing that. I didn't have a choice. I really like being able to go gung ho, but sometimes when you have an emotional response to things, it kind of mixes in with your energy, and that's bad day for everyone. I have that sort of control over my emotion, but at times it's if I see something that I don't like, or like during an attack, or something that hasn't happened yet, that somehow I actually managed to tap into, uh, like a crystal or a some sort of library that's set into the energy of a crystal, so to speak, or energy of place. It's rather disturbing. Also, you can actually be seeing the past too. So a lot of this was coming back to me, and I was bringing that to the surface, so to speak. And it's just that didn't really. For some of these beings, rather um, they were rather disturbed that that I kind of riled it up a little bit with what I was doing, because I was searching for something, and yeah, things that are locked away would be temporarily displaced, but they would eventually just ghost right back to the where they were eventually. So, if anything, my search would at least help some of the Reapers find anybody that's been lost for a number of who knows how long. But nonetheless, the people and the places that I actually targeted with the highest amount of energy, I can say for sure that it's not going to be too bad, but it's not going to be worse, because the way I actually did is I guess sort of a pacifistic energy to them, into that area, and really just targeted the one individual the strongest. The rest around in that specific area, outside of a specific energy zone, that it was just search energy. There was nothing else. They don't really understand. Some beings just don't understand what an old archangel method of searching for stuff is. So, yeah, I'm not an archangel, but I still remember how to do some of the stuff that, yeah. Some of the more benign things, I guess you could say, because, like, searching for things versus some of the major attacks, you just get the idea. I'm able to defend myself with some of them, but I can't do, like, some of the things I'm sort of forced not to remember. I have really just put aside and just said, okay, whatever, I'm out of the arcades, whatever. So, but they're still there. My training is there. It's not going away anytime soon. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for that part. What really is going on is that I've been sensing that the two of them that I targeted first and foremost were with the hottest amount of energy, I guess you could say, versus the coldest, which is search energy again. They're kind of searching some help, I guess you could say. They're like pacifistic energy does a lot of strange things. It's not exactly imposing will. It is forcing a choice. Like, okay, you can actually do this versus this. It's not exactly just putting someone in a scenario where, okay, I want to be able to do this, this, and this within a certain period of time, and no one's going to stop me. Well, you're kind of wrong about that, because there is the illusion of choice, and, well, for humankind, Yeah, when somebody threatens humanity and puts a barrier that could very well end up in destruction, you will not have a choice in the matter, because that's something that they want to do, and they want to do it in the most obscure and harsh way possible. That's not going to happen on my planet, or the planet I have had charge of for a while. Now, I did kind of go like on a rant about FEMA and stuff like that. It was like they're not happy about that. I can tell you that much. They kind of did go after me a little bit, but it was sort of like, okay, what are we gonna do about this guy? It's like, how can we can we use them and stuff like that? No, you're gonna have a hard time trying to control me, you know. I did that attack for one reason and one reason alone: to get rid of these 5 beings that were under clan control. And I actually did get a few others that or that the search actually, what I did was, if there was anybody of ill content or something like that, I'll put them in stasis for a little bit, and pretty much just let them be here for a while, and let the Federation sort them out. So I'm not going to be the one to really be the judge of things. So, because I gotta make sure that the energy stays up for a little while until the job is done. If there are beings that are released, it's not going to be my fault. It's going to be the Federation's fault for releasing them in the first place, because they're the ones that are all making the judgment of who's a good guy, who's a bad guy. Of course, that being all standard for, okay, what's yin and what's yang, that sort of thing. Then it just reverses to yin is in yang, yang is in yin, and vice versa. There's no real good or bad to it. In the universe, there's only balance, as I've probably stated many times before. But this time it came to the point that there was no balance. So yeah, that had to be dealt with. Yeah, not exactly the best of times to actually be standing around as an arbiter or so whatever. I mean, I could actually transfer someone over and like let them take over as arbiter, but I don't know who I would actually be able to trust with that, because for the standards I'm looking for, it's rather hard to find someone, to be quite honest. As far as being a king of bounties, though, yeah, there are a lot of beings here that only wish harm to humanity, and yeah, I have to deal with them as king of bounties and or arbiter, just depending on the situation. So that kind of puts me at where I need to be. But arbiter is the main thing of what I'm doing. So yeah, king of bounties, that's just a substandard to me. Arbiter, a little higher than that. So nothing really else to say about this, but I gotta go on and record the other videos.